Naga Manukan karne ekta khushi khobor de Nagaland University de Nagaland laga first ever cancer research lab set up kuri ase kude. Researchers kan Naga Manu laga traditional medicines chulai gina cancer laga treatments bisar bole ase. Hornbill TV to opor NU laga Vice Chancellor JK Padnaik karo Professor Ranjit Kumar ge khota krishi. Abi details sabo.
In the last academic council, it was decided that the Department of Zoology, under the leadership of the head of the department, as well as another professor, namely Ranjit Singh, a cancer laboratory, research laboratory will be set up. And we have already set up the laboratory. The equipment are on the pipeline, and it will reach within a month or two. And this is going to, focus on the state of Nagaland, and will benefit the people of Nagaland in the sense that they will include almost all aspects of the cancer disease that is happening in the state, and that it's a long-term process, but we have started the process, and we are going to recruit or hire more research scholars to conduct the research. And we have also got now a new animal house, and we have procured the mice and everything which have to be tested, and and it is done in a very protracted setup. Utmost care has to be taken while conducting research on cancer cells. So our students need to be trained, particularly research students. And from out of that, we'll start, after doing research, I will start publishing papers, and also at a later stage, a time will come. This will be the hub of cancer research in the region.
When can the people expect the full establishment, full setup of the cancer lab, sir?
Lab is already in the pipeline, so within a few months it's ready. But the experimentations will continue, and when you try to relate this traditional medicine, because I was told, and we know that the traditional knowledge medicine, particularly Naga medicine, is curable. This cancer disease is curable, and they want to test that, experiment on that, and then we'll come up with that thing. Of course, it will take few years to come up with a total kind of thing, but this has to be tied up with the medical college.
Since it's going to be set up here in Nagaland University, sir, would that be directly impactful for the Nagas, sir?
Of course. One of the important ingredients of this research is to emphasize on the local knowledge system and how the local medical medicine, the traditional medicine of Nagas, will be useful in eradicating cancer disease. So that is the main focus. So it is to do with the IKS, Indian knowledge system, Naga traditional knowledge system, and eradication and elimination of cancer altogether from the state of Nagaland. May not be in the immediate future, but in the long term, we are going to definitely, see that our traditional knowledge system, that is medicine, how it is going to help in, curing cancer, treating cancer, and eliminating cancer for that matter.
Yes, at Nagaland University, we are just going to start cancer research laboratory, in which the students of Nagaland will trained on etiology of cancer, how that is going on, and what are the risk factors associated with cancer. They can study, and this lab is especially established for the people of Nagaland. So we would try to understand the mechanism of cancer, causes of cancer, as well as the treatment part with the use of the traditional medicinal things present at Nagaland. Because you are knowing very well that in Nagaland, biodiversity is highly preserved in comparison to other things. So we can use the traditional medicinal plants which are not focused till date. And these plants are practiced on the even cancer cell lines, and later we can also develop the cancer model in animal. So at Nagaland University, we are going to start both in vivo and in vitro research. Because once we are confirming any case on in vitro study, that must be conferred through in vivo. So once we confirm, then we having the final output. What are the etiological factors and causative factors associated with there? Here we find that lots of cases of gastrointestinal cancer are found in Nagaland, and their incidence rate are high than the national incidence rate of India. So that's why there is high concern why there is more gastrointestinal cancer, including esophageal cancer, colon cancer, as well as the liver and gallbladder cancer. So what are factors? So does that is associated with any type of the preserved or packed diet? Does that is associated with any dietary pattern or any other external factors? So since people are still in Nagaland relying on the traditional things, so we must explore what are the factors associated with the origin of cancer and increased rate of cancer in Nagaland, and we can study their therapeutic part both at Nagaland.
Mainly in certain departments, sir, will the students also be involved when it comes to practical research, sir?
Yeah, that is definitely, because students are trained to work on the cancer cell lines, as well as not only Department of Zoology student, all students who are doing research on life sciences, they are directly benefited with this lab, because many students like from chemistry, they are developing few chemicals and they are telling through the in silico lab that may be effective for cancer. But through this lab, they can test their drug directly on the cancer cell lines. On not only a single cancer, we are working on a wide array of cancer, including breast cancer, cervix cancer, liver cancer, different GI cancers and others. Whatever we require, we will develop here. Their cell lines we can get from the registered lab, and then students from different departments of life sciences are directly benefited. And not only students, people of Nagaland are also benefited, because still you are knowing that many people with cancer don't tell that I have cancer. They have fear with word cancer. So in that condition, they won't go for any type of treatment. They won't go for any hospital. So in that condition, if there is awareness, they are knowing that at our Nagaland University, in their state, there is a good research lab. So they must be aware, they come forward, and if any cancer patient come forward in early stage, their treatment is 100% possible. But if the same patient comes in third stage or advanced stages, then the treatment is not possible.